What was the reason? What was the last straw why you sold our child at home?
Why? Because you're slobs.
Who was a big slob?
Plural.
Nick.
Who'd you say?
Actually, Dana.
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. Feitelberg will join us in a second. Boy, do we got the dogs out today. Just a little picnic with the fellas.
This feels like Wild Boys territory from back in the day. Remember the Wild Boys?
The Wild
the Wild Boys radio?
I don't know how you guys
Fridays on Sirius XM.
It was.
Yeah,
it was. We got no respect to Wild Boys.
You were wild.
Was Dana a Wild Boy?
Dana
No.
Tommy
did a show at one point.
Us three, Robbie.
Big Evan Vibs. Those are the Wild Boys.
The Wild Boys.
What a fucking
Who
crew.
could forget?
They gave me and Tommy Friday afternoons at 5.
We had the
once
Yaks.
for a couple
We had the
days.
Friday Yaks, yeah.
Friday Yaks, Friday
When they were
Wild
on six,
Boys.
Talk about like jerking off and
Come on down, Johnny.
Sirius XM. It's crazy.
Dude, the serious years were something.
I give anybody
Because you know what was funny was like when we started with the we're just putting you right in the middle, big fella. A lot of thigh for John.
Not a man thigh, boys.
Tommy,
Tommy, why you sit like that?
I think it's crazy.
Glenny and Kevin are also sitting like that. So
Hey, Marty, why don't you try to sit Indian style? Let me see how bad it is.
My back hurts.
John can't either.
No, my right leg will be up like that. No.
You can still kind of do it though. Can you do it?
Oh
yeah, we gotta get a shot of your white legs.
I just feel, gay.
Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of grown men sitting on a tiny picnic blanket, Indian style, this is probably the gayest thing ever.
Did anyone
This is gay
here?
when Tommy sucked dick?
Did anyone
that
here
was-
see the firefighter trainees?
Yeah.
Dude, if my house is on fire and those guys show
We're
up,
in trouble.
I'd be
They
like,
looked like
They
where
were in like high school.
is like where's your fucking dad? Get out of here.
They gotta be. That had to be like
That had to be like their dads are firefighters.
Or,
I
like
don't
a
know.
volunteer program
I mean,
or
it looked
something.
it looked very real firefighter training, and if that's the case, the FDNY's in trouble.
They must
Well,
have been
think
judging
about
us
it.
so
Like
hard
Rico
walking by as
Bosco.
we're in a fucking potato sack race.
We must have looked ridiculous.
I think we looked more athletic than they did.
There was-
I want like a guy who's got a light buzz, pretty racist. That's who I want saving me from a fire.
Unless you're in a
They're gonna
building
come
with
get me first. You see these thighs? They're getting me first.
I want some guy who says horrific shit in a fire.
Dude, I know so many firemen and union guys that are all different races, right? And they're all racist. And they all will hear the slur against them and throw the slur against them, and they're all cool. They're all friendly. And they all call each other the most horrific shit. It's just like an understood, it's an unwritten rule. We are here on Randall's Island. We just did, I think, the first ever Barstool Field Day, right? This has never been done.
we had the one where Caller Daddy showed up in the crutches.
Oh, yeah, but that
God.
one, this was way better than that one.
Yeah. I don't think I did that one. I don't know.
This was way, way better. Those were like the dark years where we were just
Scary years.
yeah, the scary years. Now it's back to like the regular Barstool crew. So Barstool New York Field Day will be coming your way. Glenny Balls just got iced out of his. What do you think of the situation? Some guy. Can I talk about this or no?
What?
The tickets?
Oh yeah. You can talk about that.
that was a resounding yes.
Hypothetically speaking, no, but I don't think it's that bad. But I think it's a 50-50 split you're going to see.
Yeah.
If you own season tickets
Uh-huh.
and you in your name
I don't know how I'm going to say.
and you have it's not going to be the best.
Indian style. I'm telling you.
I know I physically can't do that. I'm sorry to interrupt.
You own the tickets. It's in your names, but you have how many years?
We're probably doing this 5 years.
5
I'd
years
say.
running. You have a rule, but not like in paper or anything, that you split it with Glenny and or someone else and their friend, and they pay face value for these tickets. And when the playoffs come along, he's always offered them game 2 at face value.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, the guy just doesn't want to do it, and he's just like, "Hey, man, I know we have a thing, but I want to go."
And you always just split?
We usually will always get game 2 of the playoff series of every playoff series that we've done recently.
You get game 2, you get every other game.
No, game 2. Because
And just game
we
2?
split it 3 people, so I believe it's
1,
1,
2,
2, 3, and then the main guy gets game 7. I would say.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean that's my family splits tickets. In my history, I don't think anyone's ever been like, "Hey, never mind, you don't get a game."
So you think
Hey.
you'll get game 5 now?
I have no
I
idea.
don't think he's gonna get a ticket at all.
Either way, we're good. Thank you to Game Time because I'm going to go Friday
Game
night.
Time's got
Thank you
him
to Game
covered.
Time, so I'm going to go Friday either way. But that is the current scenario we're going through right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to avoid this trouble altogether, just go to Gametime. It's the number one. It's the official ticketing app of Barstool Sports. So if you are in a situation where you get left out to dry or you want to get in the building, you can get best tickets at the best available price going to Gametime. All the playoff sports, all live events, all music, all comedy. Go to a Broadway show every fucking 2 minutes like John. You can get in the building, and when you use code KFC, you get $20 off your first purchase. They have zone deals where you get a discount based on where you live. They have discounts, flash deals at the last minute before games tip off. And if you can find a better price, Gametime will give you 110% of the difference between the two prices on the other app. So download the Gametime app today. Promo code KFC. Terms apply. Glenny's going to get in the building for $20 off.
And I would also like to clarify that guy's all class. He's a good guy. Like last year we went last
What's
round.
his first and last name?
Last round we went to game. Last round he gave us the game 2 tickets. Then he bought his own tickets to go to the game again.
Yeah,
so that was a nice
I'm
move.
not knocking him. So you're saying you can't do that with the tickets.
I'm saying it's unheard of in my world.
What do you think?
I would probably agree with fights.
I would agree with fights, but I would also act how Glenny's acting. I would not say a word.
Yes.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
I would totally.
we're all pussies here.
Like-
It's a shitty move, but you don't really have any actual ground to stand
the
on.
problem is, it's just like you just have to call up and be like, I'm gonna be a dick.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I'm trying to do the right thing. It's like, well, you're actually not. You're actually not, though, and that's the problem. But it sounds like you've had a good long running relationship with him.
great
So
guy.
you know.
And I'm still going to go either way. Probably with respectfully better seats with Gametime. So.
Oh, well, then you don't even need
That's
him.
right. Beers, you were on the floor last night.
I don't know how.
On the wood?
I mean, it was all through Game Time. Shout out Mulcahy. Shout out Game Time.
You
I
had
was on the
feet on
I
wood?
was like right behind wood.
First time?
Yeah,
That, like, the
I
closest
wasn't
you've been?
on wood, but I was behind wood.
I
So
went to
sick.
Game Time.
I've never been.
Like Game Time it was round of 32 was Duke versus James Madison. I just sat next to Seth Meyers.
That's
for
crazy.
6 hours.
I've
and he was talking to me my ear off.
was he the man?
Really?
He was really nice.
I've
I didn't know
always
it was
been a
him till
big
the
Seth Meyers
last 2
guy.
minutes.
You didn't know Seth Meyers?
He was like,
didn't
who's
know
this
him
random
for a
dude
while.
talking to
Because
me?
a lot of people
Yeah.
started, so people came up to me for pictures. And then people started coming to him like, who the fuck's this guy?
And the whole time he
And
was
I
going,
think he
who the
was
fuck
like,
is this guy? That's the funniest thing about Barstool fame is that
That's-
you can have a
yeah.
scenario where there's an A-lister going, who the fuck's this?
had
And a
that
Barstool
with,
guy going, who the fuck's that?
I had that with BJ Novak once on a plane. Someone asked me for a picture, and BJ Novak's sitting right across from me. And he's like, "What the fuck?"
And they hate that. They'll play it off, be like, what's that? You know, but they do not like
They
that.
hate it.
Who I can't think of his fucking name. Boston comedian. He was in Rescue Me.
Dennis Leary.
No,
Oh.
but the older guy.
Uh,
It's embarrassing. I can't think of his name. I sat next to him at the Pats Rams Super Bowl, and at halftime he was like, "All right, who the fuck are you?"
That's the best.
God, I can't. I
And
don't.
you just
like-
can't even explain it either.
Yeah.
It's impossible. To tell them who you are.
internet company.
I make
TikToks.
Where is he? I know. Oh shit! I know he's in the show.
I don't think he's...
Yes, Lenny Clark. There it is.
Lenny Clark.
Clark.
Yeah.
He's in the
Uncle
the
Petty.
4 Nights in October, right?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Who
He's
the
like
fuck are you?
All right, who the fuck are you?
We just, like I said, we just finished up Field Day, which I think is going to be a very entertaining video. When I thought about the highlights of this, there's like 3 highlights in my mind. They're excellent. There's going to be some great slow motion shots. That's for sure. This dude said he did Field Day once in his life.
Fights?
Yeah.
It's like I say I know I'm a broken.
Never done it.
I
He's
know
never
I'm a
done
broken
He
record,
probably
but
just
it's like
sat in the classroom the whole
everything
time.
about you makes sense when you start to learn. It's like, oh, I never even got to play Field Day as a child. It's like, no wonder you're fucked up. Field Day was like the best thing in the
Literally
world.
the best
From
day
From like
of the year.
1st to 5th grade, Field Day was like the greatest thing that can happen
was
to you.
incredible at mine too.
The
always.
food?
Yeah.
Oh, I
food
think we
was
get some
great.
Italian heroes
Yes,
for lunch.
always.
Yeah.
I like
remember that.
I must have either been sick or I just don't remember. Like I have one very clear memory of Field Day, and just because it was like the Roman Coliseum, like our parents were there. It was like a chaos.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
a huge deal. But I only remember that one time. So
I
One
mean,
of my
it
field
was-
days was electric because this kid Robbie brought a knife.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was 5th grade, and he brought a knife, and it got crazy out there. It
What
like-
was
'cause
his motive?
He literally hated this. It was like basically like an
Like a
Gang
school
war?
was
stabbing?
going to do. Like he was going to stab him. A
person, like an individual.
Yes.
That was electric.
It was awesome for the fellas. So we're like, yeah.
I was waiting for like a different story. Not he just wanted to stab someone.
Yeah, he wanted to kill someone.
I gotta ask, did you where'd you break your egg?
What do you mean?
Like that protein-based liquid in your hair. What is that?
It's not.
Oh, never mind.
Not
It's
egg.
out now. Okay. It looked very like
Got cum in your hair?
yeah. It looked like you'd come in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I've literally
No, that's
never.
cum. I didn't
it's
think
not cum.
We had I think everybody feels this way about like their gym class or their field day or whatever. Like we had the best one ever. I had the best teacher. I think we legit had the best field day ever. We had people go on top of the building, which was only like 2 stories, but still people up on top of the building for field day, dropping Ziploc bags of water. And whoever could, like, you catch it and, like, it spills, but whoever maintains the most water is the winner.
That is awesome.
That was dope. And then we had the leaky barrel, which was like a big garbage can with holes drilled in it. And it was filled up with water, and you had to, like, your team had to, like, poke holes in it and keep the water. Yeah.
Did you guys
I mean,
have to
it was
give-
straight up like Double Dare.
Did you have like team names? Like we were like we had Miss Morse. We were Moore's Marines. Like you would come up with the Wanen's Wonders. Like I'm trying to remember what the other.
I think we just did colors.
I don't remember.
You ever do the egg
You
drop?
remember? What's the egg drop?
Or I don't even know if that's what it's called, but you like create a like your own homemade system to make sure you drop it from whatever.
It's got to catch
and
it.
if it falls and it's you
Oh,
open
yeah.
it and it's still fucking not
That sounds like a
cracked.
science.
I was going to say, I think we
It
did it for
is.
science.
It's not
not
to do
field
with
day
field
at all.
day,
Okay.
but it reminded me of it.
Did you? Were you good at that?
You guys ever learned
No.
chemistry?
You bringing that to field days.
I was gonna bring something else.
Go ahead.
Well, he was talking about cum in his hair, but Jackie's
no.
hair is, it's.
Oh,
I'm
Jack.
talking about
Jackie's
cum.
always
Please.
here. Wait,
Jack.
speaking of
I was
cum,
gonna say, if you guys ever jerked off and like cum gets like up.
I've dodged
Your mouth
it.
pierced?
You dodged your own cum shot.
dodged.
You've never heard of hit the pillow? You're like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
I don't.
Babs
even-
has.
I'm debating if I even want to say this, but whatever.
No, it's too late.
I was
In your mouth?
once having sex with a girl, and
Whoa.
I came
Whoa.
like in my hair.
Wait, she
Like
was
she
on the
was like
bottom?
she was on top, and then it was like
Oh,
it was
that's a
blast
little
off time.
more-
I had to
yeah.
get her off,
You
and
just
then
tossed her.
and then boom.
I tried to not say it in the moment, but I had to say it. You know?
That
You know how it
wait.
is,
So how
Marty,
does
right? I
that?
say that shit?
Walk me through the aftermath of that. Were you? Did she know? Did she? Yeah, she knew. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah,
it
I
wasn't
was
Let me
like-
get this cum out of
I
my
was like,
hair,
I have to
please.
go take a shower.
Yeah. It's like, so what do you do when this happens?
Yeah.
Got any tips for this?
Dude, while we're in the cum talk segment, I heard Glenny and Billy Football talking porn stars earlier,
No way.
and
Yeah, it
it's,
happens. You
it's
could believe it.
it's the oldest I've ever felt. Like
We don't know the names anymore.
I didn't know the name. Look, I've been through the time where I stopped recognizing rappers.
Yeah.
Later, I stopped recognizing pop stars. Now I'm stopped recognizing actors, and that's all fine. I've been okay with all of that. Now that I'm not recognizing porn stars, I'm like, damn,
game
dude,
is
I'm
passed
getting
you by.
fucking
You
gotta draw
old,
the line
bro.
somewhere. No, but that's also, we how many times have we had this discussion about what constitutes a porn star? Because Glenny knows, every OnlyFans girl in the
Yeah.
world.
Who was the one that?
It was Angie Faith, who we had on OnlyStans recently, and she is a porn star.
She's a porn star.
I don't know that name either.
Yeah, fuck.
She's up
that's-
and coming.
Is she in OnlyFans or like does she do like a
No, she's in
like
porn.
Vivid or some shit like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's porn.
Fuck.
Probably make more money being an OnlyFans manager than Barstool.
Oh, totally.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, like you'd probably be the biggest agency.
I would be.
You'd be
I would
Hugh
have
Hefner.
hundreds of millions. I would have like
Hundreds of
$10 million.
millions? You just said
No, I think I would be a millionaire though. If I started my own
Yeah,
OnlyFans
yeah,
agency.
sure.
How often during those interviews does it get awkward where you're like, "Are we gonna fuck?"
Pretty much never.
Never.
Come on. You're selling yourself
Some
short.
got
chick-
too much respect
some
for the
chick
game.
takes her titties out. I was like, feel my titties. I'm like, are we gonna fuck right now?
I guarantee the
That
last
one time
3
you were
girls.
palming Angela White's pussy. You didn't
There's never been 1 ounce of me being like, oh, me and Angela are gonna have sex tonight. There's never been 1 ounce.
Too
of
much
that.
respect for the game.
Not even respect for the game. I can just tell like she's not trying to.
Yeah,
There's
but
also
also
respect for
Barbara
the
Walters fuck who she's interviewing?
That's what I'm saying. Like I really don't know if I've ever been in one where I'm
But-
like, oh, this girl's interested.
It's one thing, like, we've interviewed porn stars before, and I've never thought we're about to fuck. It's another thing when sex organs are coming out, and you're like, all
Yeah.
right, like, maybe
I
we're
know
gonna
it's
fuck
very
right now.
sexist of you guys
People
to just
are-
assume that we're talking about sex. So women want to have sex with me.
Attaboy.
What people
Yeah.
are presenting
How
their
about
tit
that?
to you.
Fucking
Harrison
There you
Bucker
go.
over here.
Attaboy.
How about that? But no, I mean, who's flashed me? Sky Bree.
Yo, Sky Bree is like the hottest chick on the planet.
She's
I saw those
beautiful.
boobs. She flashed us.
Stephanie
Great.
Grzansky, no chance with me.
Greatest moment of my life.
Angela White, no chance. Who else?
This is great. Just Glenny, all the times he's been blue-balled.
Stuff has been more.
But you know what?
we have one coming out soon.
I feel like if you tried, you could. Like Angela White loves you.
No, there's zero chance. It's a I know when it's a friend thing.
All right.
And I love Angela.
Guy knows.
And I love Angela White. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. Great girl.
She's great.
Super
Super
cool.
smart.
Love Angela White, but I don't know. If we've gotten drinks before, I've never been like, oh.
Now's the chance.
Angela White.
Not now's the chance. I've never been like, oh, she's into it.
You should turn into like an Adam 22 situation, but you just have sex like off camera in your bedroom.
And you just come back and go, that was awesome.
That's actually like the first time I found out who Adam 22 was. I think he did that. It was like their vlog for YouTube, and they were like, all right, we're about to have a threesome. Camera clicked off, and then clicked back on, and everyone was like huffing and puffing.
That sounds
I was
nice.
like, what the fuck is this, though?
That I consider.
That's the most, still to this day, the most nervous I've ever been doing a Barstool video was when I made the Legos for Christy Mack. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do if she tries to suck my dick. Right?
Yeah, they don't all just want to blow you immediately.
Well, but that thing was, she's like, whoever brings me
the best
Legos, I'll
blowjob,
give a
you're right.
blowjob. And I was like, what if this chick tries to suck my dick right now? Like,
That's
this
harder
is just
than
a
you
funny
think.
bit. Like, I made Legos. Hey, listen here, Christy. Don't try and suck my dick. Don't you think about it. Get out of here, Christy Mack. Speaking of sucking dick, how's this look like
I was
visually?
going to say.
I think all of our
The man thigh on the bottom.
There's a lot of balls showing. I think.
Yeah. He's
No,
got
I
the compression shorts.
I know.
We got to talk about the craziest news of the day.
What's that?
Tommy having to go 6 flights of stairs and around to the alley and throw his
Insane.
garbage out.
Yeah.
Tommy smokes with a 6-story walk
no,
up.
it's
But
fifth
who?
floor, 4 stories.
My thing with that's nothing. Is that really what it is?
Yeah, it's really not bad.
That's not as bad.
The,
It's 6 stories. 6 stories.
12 stories.
I think I lived in a set. When I first lived in New York, I lived with a drug dealer. I think it was a 7-story walk.
But
maybe
usually
I think the
there's
6
a
is the
garbage
max.
chute.
Like, at 7, you have to have an
who
elevator.
takes their trash out at any time when they're not already leaving? Like, I just take my trash out when I'm leaving.
That's
Well,
what I've
it's-
been doing.
No, but
yeah.
sometimes your garbage stinks when you're not leaving.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, you
You
leave it
just
there.
gotta
so
get
you,
it out.
like,
Totally.
All right, but
You,
I just
you
go
throw
out
out
my
some
door,
food,
go
you
to
throw out some
the
gross shit.
chute and
I
throw
don't
it
think
out.
that happens to me.
Dude,
Well,
garbage
you time
chutes
your
are one of the
garbage
best
smell
things.
perfectly.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, our last one ran a garbage chute, so we basically didn't even use a garbage.
I don't
just
have
walk out
like
the hallway
a
and
fucking
throw it out.
construction
Wait,
site
you
garbage
would,
can.
that's not how you use a garbage chute.
I know, but sometimes
You're
most
White
people
Sox
don't like-
Dave.
Yeah, so you're
You
just
can't
throwing
throw
stray
singular
garbage
items
down
at
there?
the
It's
chute.
all going to fucking garbage.
No, you throw the
If it was like a box or something that I didn't feel like carrying down.
just fucking throw
Yeah.
it down there.
And now God punished me, and I have to
Yeah,
walk around
honestly, you deserve
fucking
it
around
now.
the corner.
He goes to me, but I don't have to cross the street. I just make 2 lefts. I walk
Yeah.
around. I'm like, so you're
And
walking
then-
around the block.
There is a code to like get in the garbage alley, and sometimes it just doesn't work, so people just leave their garbage out on the street.
Well, that's New York City for you, baby. That's the
fair.
West
I'm
Village.
not-
and honestly, I prefer when that happens because
Yeah.
I don't want to go in there and get
Yeah.
I tried. Yeah, honest effort.
Simplisafe, John, not only does it give you safety, but it gives you peace of mind. I've said this many times before. I want my house to be safe. I want my kids to be safe. I don't want to lose my belongings. I don't want anybody in danger. But the main thing also is I don't want to get in trouble for the guy whose house got broken into and have, that egg on my face. This guy can't even protect his own home. I would not hear the end of that if anybody broke into my house. So Simplisafe not only keeps you safe, but prevents the embarrassment of being the jabroni who doesn't keep his affairs in order. And right now, you can go to Simplisafe, simply with an I, SIMPLI, safe.com/KFC Radio and get 20% off your first month. This is not just any old burglary system. This is not just a bell that rings when you open the door, okay? We're talking 24/7 protection. We're talking burglars. We're talking fires. We're talking floods. And this technology knows if little Timmy next door hits a baseball through your window, it can tell the difference.
Not an emergency.
Not an emergency. Don't need to send the paramedics. But if somebody does break through, they know send the cops. It's all up to date with cameras and sensors, motion sensors, indoors and outdoors. They've got you covered every single which way. And like I said, right now, 20% off your first month when you go to simplisafe.com/KFC Radio. That's 20% off your package today. So I was telling John, I saw something the other day. 60 Minutes talked about it many, many years ago. They're called the
You have multiple bugs on you. You have multiple bugs on you.
Mammonis. Do you know what a Mammoni is?
Thanks, Tom. Sorry.
Mammoni?
I'm looking at Glenny for a reason.
No.
Have anybody ever heard of a Mammoni?
No.
So 60 Minutes reported on this in 2001.
Okay.
Mammonis. They are Italian mama's boys who, well into adulthood, live at home and are waited on by their mothers.
Yeah. That's
So-
Long Island.
So that's Long Island.
Yeah.
So I would be a
That's what
Mammoni.
you're doing right now, right?
So I would be a Mammoni.
Yeah, you are a Mammoni.
The thing is, though, like I know, like people say about Glenny, half of my friends the same thing.
Yeah,
like
Really?
they
You
live.
would have never moved out if I didn't force you to.
No,
Pretty much.
You forced my parents to sell my child at home, and I miss it
That
every
was a
day.
weird situation.
Yeah.
That's
No
arguable.
joke. Literally, I swear to God, the reason why my parents sold my house was because of Dana.
Wait, what?
Why?
We had this conversation.
That's
Rhea
you
and I-
that's
Rhea
exaggeration.
and I literally were there this past weekend, and we were like, they were talking like, when Dana just had garbage everywhere.
That's not true,
and garbage
dude.
bags.
Dude,
you were
that's
like,
not
in his
fucking-
parents'
that
house.
is not
He
true.
lived there
you're
for
saying
4
that,
months.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're
That
saying
is
he
not
like
true.
ruined the house
No,
to the point
he's
that they
saying
sold
garbage
it?
bags.
They would come home
No,
from Florida, and
no.
they'd be like, "This place is disgusting."
Okay,
That's
wait,
not
wait,
true.
wait,
That's
wait.
not
Wait,
true.
let's back up. Let's
He's
back up.
fucking lying. He's
Dana,
lying.
wait.
I had garbage bags of clothes in the garage because I had nowhere else to put them. But there's no cars in the garage, right? We're not using it. It's the middle of COVID, and your fat brother is the one who's fucking. He's the one leaving bees all over the
It was
fucking
also,
kitchen.
listen, it wasn't all Dana,
would never
but Dana
leave-
was the last straw.
No. I was not the. I would pick up my.
Did you
garbage.
ever pee in a bottle at my house in Long Island?
Yes.
That's insane.
I didn't pour it on the carpet.
It was in a bottle.
Yeah, I eventually brought it to the toilet.
What, did
and poured
COVID
it
stop
out.
the water from running?
The man
Why'd you
was
pee
COVID
it
down.
down?
downstairs, not
I-
me.
I
So
would-
me and my brother sometimes like I just wouldn't see Dana because we were like he would take up the entire basement and
You
just
are-
Zoom with strangers.
Zoom with strangers.
He's
What?
sewering me
Remember that?
for no
Remember-
reason.
What are you
No,
talking?
it was funny.
You were
Strangers? What are
No,
you
remember
talking
when you would just chug beers with strangers?
Oh yeah, I love doing that.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
When people would go on Zoom and like hang out.
I'm
with their
dying
friends.
of COVID. I just need Dana to chug a beer for me
They
over
would do
Zoom.
that. Honestly,
You gotta
they
remember,
loved
this
it.
was at a time where I didn't know. This was right after.
That was
Zillion
after you
beers.
brought
I
COVID to
didn't know what the
Nashville.
fuck
You
I was
single-handedly
doing.
brought
Dude, zillion
COVID to the
beers.
I was
city.
like,
now.
how do I?
That
revive
shit was
this?
funny.
So wait.
Can I tell the real story?
Yes. First of all, you moved in with him for COVID.
Okay, so
Or-
it was
or-
April of 2020, and my lease was up in May. And then we remember that beer pong tournament we did with.
Well, it's still
like
going.
Morgan
Good
Wall
for
and
Yeah,
shit?
it's still-
Elite Eight.
Yeah,
next
technically-
year.
No, the one with Barstool,
Yeah,
No.
the Elite Eight still have.
the Mike Stud one.
Oh, that one. Got it.
So me and Marty were playing it against Morgan Wallen and Hardy, and the first time I left my apartment was to go to Marty's, and I just never left.
There's a world shut down.
No, it's like,
I was
no.
just like,
Could've
this
went
is way
home.
better than my apartment.
I had a backyard, a pool. He's like, fuck it, I'm staying here.
And so the only time I went back to my apartment was to move out and grab all my shit and go to his house.
Wait,
And I
how
was-
did you have enough clothes for the initial?
He
I
used
brought like a
anything.
suitcase for like a couple days, and then I just stayed forever. And I went back, got all my shit, and then months go by.
So, and you were still paying rent, or it was over?
No, it was done in May.
Okay, got it.
Months go by. The place, it was 3 dudes. It was me, him, and his brother, just pigging out, being gross.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
so when his parents
That's
come
awesome.
home, what they were used to was a nice, pristine house. But it wasn't just me; it was all of us. We kind of left the wrappers laying around. What are you doing? You calling your dad? Get the fuck out of here! This is bullshit. No, this is a. This
Because
is a
you know you're
setup.
fucked now.
This is
You
a-
know you're fucked now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
might
he
have
could be
left a few,
faking
right?
it. He could be faking it. You already showed your hand.
But they didn't sell the house because of me.
But it could easily be a like, well, we were on the fence and then we came home to this
No,
Dana
but
mess, so
then-
let's just get rid of this
But
fucking
then
place.
I'm like, Marty, you got to move out of Long Island. Like, let's go close to the office. And I brought him with me to Jersey, and the rest was history.
Yeah, no, it's good. But seriously, a lot of Long
You would've
Island
never
people
left.
just don't leave until they
No.
like get married.
I mean, so you will stay in your mom's house until you get married.
I mean, I don't really know. It's really more my current scenario. There's no reason for you to move anywhere right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
travel
travel so much.
constantly.
Right.
Yeah.
There is no reason for me to be home. I save a lot of money.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
travel constantly.
If you
and trust
okay.
me, yeah, trust me.
But that's a
I'm
nice
having
little-
fun. I'm not like.
That's a
I'm
nice
not, like-
little like if you were not traveling, I still think
But
you
I
could
am.
do this.
I think
you
I would
think so?
maybe I would maybe
think
move to the
about
city,
it.
but I really don't
You stayed
give a
along
fuck.
Beach
Like, I don't
for a
want
while.
I was
to
gonna
go.
say I also feel you're not a city guy. You would move out, but stay.
The city's kind of growing on me.
Glenny got his first glimpse of the West Village the other day.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah?
Just so many hot girls. He's like, oh my god. He's like, I feel like I'm in South
Yeah,
Beach.
I honestly, I feel like people who who that live in Queens or they stay on Long Island or whatever will do anything to talk down the city. You know,
Yes.
like it's this, it's that, it's
Yeah.
not that good, it's not
Well-
this fun, and then you get there and it's like, Oh yeah.
Think about this
I'm
though.
still-
You're
I'm-
There's a reason the city is on like all the best city lists in the world.
I am still yet to really have a great time going out of Manhattan.
Oh, little sister, we've had
That's
great
like
times.
disrespectful to
We
your
go out
friends.
all the time together.
We haven't been out together in months.
We literally just went out Friday.
That wasn't really going out.
That was like Rico the other day saying, "I have not said that in 5 years."
I'm saying like the times I have at bars throughout the country, I have not had a time in New York City like that.
But one sec.
I mean, now that's
Delray
also-
Beach-
yeah,
Delray
we got
Beach
Marty's
bars.
dad. We got Marty's dad.
Hey, Dad. You're on KFC Radio. 1 sec. I put you on speaker.
It might be hard to hear, but well.
Real quick. What was the reason? What was the last straw why you sold our childhood home?
Why? Because you're slobs.
Who was a big slob?
Nick.
What'd you say?
Actually, Dana.
That's what he's doing. You and your bald son are setting me up.
Thank you, Dad.
With your bald son who set me up.
You said you didn't. Not sure if you wiped your ass. Thank you, Dad.
That was fun. Yeah, you had no shot. You had no shot.
Who was your brother?
Actually, it was Dana.
Actually, the thing with Glenn, I actually talked to Meek Phil about this because he still lives.
Oh,
at
Meek
home.
Phil's gonna live at home.
Yeah, but he's
forever.
like he couldn't understand why he would ever move out. He goes, my mom makes my dinner,
my
She-
laundry,
my laundry.
Yeah.
I have a lot of money in my savings. Well, he doesn't have a savings account, which that's a problem. But he's
It's
like,
on
I
his
have a
checking?
lot. Yeah.
What is he, an illegal immigrant?
Well,
he went to. I'm not going to say the number. One time
Dana, you got a savings account?
I do now. I mean, there's nothing in there. Because of the
When did
wedding,
when
but
did
it's-
you start? Just now started with the savings account?
When was that?
one day we were walking, and I was like, I got to put this in my savings. He goes, I got to get one of those. It was so funny.
Imagine we found out from this that Meek is an illegal immigrant.
Now that's a good.
He like
that's funny.
snuck in from like Iceland or some shit. Actually, I'm Ecuadorian.
I'd probably stay at home.
Dude, staying at home's
For a
the
while,
best.
yeah.
I mean, I'm
If
joking.
I had
but
the option,
the
I'd
people-
stay at my mom's.
The people that put it down are just jealous they can't do it.
I also think it's people who like don't.
Well,
like their
no, I
parents.
don't think
I mean,
that's
I did it. You
completely
don't like your
true.
parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
love
mind
my
my parents
parents
at all. My friends are all on Long Island. I save a bunch of money.
Yeah,
I chill.
but
It's
it
fucking
also
awesome.
it all
And I travel constantly.
But it's
Anyway,
also
who
nice to
cares?
have your own spot. I
Yeah,
don't think
it's
oh,
totally nice to have your own spot, and if you're like Tommy
single
and you
too,
slay
right?
as much pussy as he
It
does,
was, for me, it was more. I mean, I lived at home for a year after college, and it's like,
That's right.
I mean, I feel like I just got to start my life. You know, like
Yeah.
the commute is annoying. Like I hate the fucking Long Island Railroad, and
Yep.
it's like being able to be home 15 minutes after work is like
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
did the same
I
thing.
do think now, if I wasn't living the lifestyle I do, I would consider moving to the city. But I literally travel constantly.
Yeah, no, it makes
There's
sense.
no
Makes
reason to
sense.
pay rent.
Makes sense.
There is zero
What
reason
is
to
he-
pay rent.
Mammoni?
Mammoni's, yeah.
Mammoni.
What does your mom
Mammoni.
do with she cuts up the watermelon for you?
No. I buy them at Cross Island Fruits. They cut them up for me.
I thought there was something.
Right, pal?
Yeah. For me, it was like that was almost like the blueprint was you stay home for 1 year, like
Save a
everybody
little
did that,
money.
save money, and then you go.
Just do, yeah. I don't know. Just living. I've always been since a kid. I was like, oh, living in the city. That's what you do when you're an adult.
Right.
Try to make your life as close
I
to
never
friends
wanna
as
go
possible.
Yeah.
I go home all the time and spend like
Yeah.
a long amount. Like I was just home for 5 days. Like being at home at your parents' house is fucking.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
must
went
be
I
nice.
went home during college.
Dana's
I would
Dana
go home
made
like
mine
once or so once a month, maybe.
I would go home almost like every Sunday for like a meal with my parents. I mean, I was in the Bronx, so it was like
Yeah, you were close.
you know.
And
But
frankly-
I did miss like I come back and I realized that a lot of shit was going on. And I was like, oh, I should have been there for this and that.
Yeah.
But I was also like, I came home with clean laundry, good food, all that shit. So
And frankly, just traveling is the best. I just love traveling. Even weeks of not traveling for work, I just try to travel for on
Really?
the weekend.
did you always have that like bug in you?
It's just amazing to do. Like if there's something fun happening within a 300-mile radius or a short flight, and it's a weekend, I'll go.
Yeah.
Really?
Fuck
you
yeah.
do. Even not work, you do. You always go.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if something's happened, if something's listen,
I'm so
But you
the
also
opposite.
know somebody in every city
get to do
that
like a-
help you.
we get to
Makes
Yeah.
your
It's also
travel
different when it's
easier.
like
Listen.
if I'm going out with my friends and you're like, I'm going to be on stage
Yes.
with fucking
He has good
we're,
Morgan Wallen.
We're lucky enough to be in a position where we get to do a lot of cool things.
Of course.
And I
You
think
take advantage
it's
of it.
worth it to take advantage of
Totally.
it because
Yeah.
you gotta know it's probably
We
not gonna
all-
last
That's
their whole
why
life.
I'm saying you should write the book
So-
because at the end of the day, Glenny Balls left it all on the fields.
I think
you
that's
know,
very fair.
There's a lot of people who blew it at Barstool. There's a lot of people who like could have done more at Barstool. There's a lot of people who took advantage of it, and then there's a lot of people who like recognize it and go every single time.
Like 2 weeks ago, Ernest and Morgan were at Citizens Bank Park. That's in Philadelphia. It's an hour and a half away. Why would I not go?
just
There's
first name basis with the boy Morgan.
like, why would I not go?
He stole my friend.
Yeah, but
you would the Morgan Connect?
What I'm saying is, why would I not go? It's 2 hours away.
Right.
Or I could sit home and go to the bars at home. There's no reason to just not do fun things. If
Yeah.
you could do
No,
it.
that's
That's
me
that-
and
put that on your
Feitelberg have a
tombstone, right?
That
There's
is-
no
that
reason
was-
to not do fun things.
if you could do them.
yeah.
If you
that
could do 'em.
doesn't flow as well.
That's too many words. I'm saying,
Yeah,
if you
no,
get-
there
if
are
you
there are
get-
plenty of
like,
people
you
who
gotta
it's like
do,
it's not an option
Yeah.
to go hang out with Morgan Wallen, but
Yeah.
If you got to do like fun, cool things, just do it.
yeah, no, me and Feitelberg have like a yin and yang thing going on where I'm always like, I'd rather just chill. I don't want to deal the whole hassle. And he's like, yo, we got invited to go to a fucking party in Austin with like all the comedians. We're going. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're
Exactly.
right.
And then when you're there, you're like, why didn't we?
But then
why
when
did we not do
when
this
we
all
get
the time?
there, John doesn't want to talk to anybody and like network and shit, and I go do all the fucking talking. So it's like a good balance.
It's like either it ends in disaster, and that's fun because then you get a good story, or it ends up being an awesome time. Either way, you get a good story out of it.
But really, how could it end in disaster?
Well, like we had the disaster of a trip, like logistically.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we always
yeah.
fuck shit up like that. It's always
Yeah.
like the stuff always ends up being fun. So you think you'll stay until you're married?
I don't know about till I'm married. Until
You gonna get married, Glenny?
depends if I find a queen that I love.
The queen.
Shit.
He said you'll once you find your wife, you'll never go out again.
Oh yeah.
I very much agree with that.
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
Only reason to go out is to try to get laid.
you actually
One of
like.
those.
The thing is, you
no,
actually
wait,
like.
wait, hang on.
Oh, I can see Tommy being like addicted to pussy.
I can have a fun time.
Once he got a taste of it, once he went from
Yeah.
alarmingly stupid to Tommy Smokes.
No, but like it's on or off. Like I'll have modes where it's like tonight, not even try. Like I'll go through sites like not even trying sites. Like just have a good time. But I mean, if we're going out, most of the time we're going to be trying to get some puss. Come on,
No, I mean,
bud.
I always say when I finally find my wife, like I'm gonna be so obsessed with her, I don't want to go out. But
Hell yeah.
You know what I
Going
like?
out
Glenny's
is fun.
idea.
With you
going
know
out
that
with a
that's
couple
true. You
or
know
going
what
out
I'm
I know that's
saying.
true for
But
Glenny.
some people don't like. Some people, it's like it's not fun unless they're trying to fuck somebody.
No, I have
That's
fun no
insane.
matter
And
what.
that's so
But the motive would be less.
Yeah.
I
To
don't
go
think-
out.
I don't think
The motivation to go out.
Well, you also don't know the other side.
Yeah, it's true.
Wait, can I?
It's like going out.
I don't want to be that guy that's with like a couple and then you never go out anymore.
No, you don't
No.
want to be the one that's.
So I'm gonna have
always
to go
in
out
the
just to not be that guy. But like at the end of the day, it's like. But then again, if you're queen,
No, but you know
if
the
you're
guy
queen
when
when
you
you
But
go
like,
else,
like I'll go to like restaurants and shit. I'm not going to a club till 4 a.m.
No, that's stupid.
We literally just did that last Friday.
because if he's
I'm
wiped
single,
up.
But I'm saying I was there with Rhea.
Yeah, I know. Well, you guys have that bug. I don't have that bug.
It's just fun when you were.
Yeah,
No,
but,
it probably
yeah, but
is.
no. Picture this. But
I
let's-
guess if I
let's
liked
say-
the girl too.
Yeah, when you
Let's
love
say-
a girl, it's
let's
like,
say-
all right,
yeah.
nice.
Let's say me and you were going. Maria's in L.A. doing some Chicks in the Office live show, and me and Tom are going out. We're like, hey, Marty, come out with us. We're gonna go party. You'd say no.
He would say no.
No, I went out with
You're
you.
here to talk.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
You just fucking threw a grenade down your own mouth.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah,
Shut
Marty
the
went
fuck
out
up,
without
Pierce.
Rhea.
I went out
recently.
without, but they did go to the club, and I was like, I'm getting out of here.
And that's
Which
fair.
I actually think it would be weird if I stayed out till 5 a.m. just with, like,
Well, then it does become weird when it's
yeah,
you're the only guy with a girlfriend, but she's not there, and
yeah. That's like I don't need to be here.
you are bringing down
5
the-
a.m.
Yeah.
We were talking about chasing pussy. I remembered a great chasing pussy story from this weekend.
Let's hear it.
This is great for the viewers.
I don't know where to sit. I'm just gonna like, all right, whatever. So anyway,
You want to come between me and Beers?
lay on Glenny's lap.
so my grandfather died.
This is the sixth time I've heard
Finally,
him laugh about
it's
this.
happened.
So-
yeah.
As all great chasing pussy stories begin.
We're at the wake. This really, really old guy comes up to me. I said, I'm so sorry to hear about your grandfather. I said, thank you very much. He's a great man. I'm like, yeah, he's a good guy. He goes, now I gotta ask, where's your grandmother?
Get the fuck out of here.
And I said, buddy, I got bad news for you. You came to a double wake tonight because she died 10 years ago. And he goes, no.
Wait, who was this guy?
I mean, honestly, I do know his name. I'm not going to say it. And he's like, Sheila's dead. I was like, bro, have you been waiting 10 years for my fucking grandmother? She's gone, brother.
You missed the boat, dog.
The way he said it,
But
dude,
wait, I mean-
his face broke. He goes, no. Like, he's just been like,
That's
the
only reason he's
alive.
Like, that dude died
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I got no reason to
It's
be
when
here.
Joe Paterno stopped coaching football.
The only will
he was
to
just
live was
willing
to
to
fuck
chase.
Sheila.
No.
Bro,
I
okay,
honestly
but
think
wait.
he started crying. I was like, bro, it can't be that big a deal. She's been dead 10 years.
Now wait, as you know, ridiculous as that is, how grimy to show up at the funeral. I mean, that's literally Wedding Crashers.
My God,
he
he's
crashed the
watching
funeral.
Wedding Crashers, getting excited the night
Chaz
before. He's like,
Reinhold.
big wake tomorrow, and I got to get doing fucking push-ups.
Getting the blue-
He had
the
his
blue
feet on one of
pills
those
out.
little things that just move while you sit on the rug. Like, I got to get in shape for Sheila. It's pussy on season.
Just going to snatch her up.
Jeez. Funeral.
Take her to the early bird special.
Yo, your grandfather had a fucking display, dog.
What do you mean?
The whatever that thing was.
Oh, yeah. I showed up. I was like, I didn't know Papa Joe was black.
I saw the
It was this
picture. It was
casket
fucking
and then like
outrageous.
this other like a second casket. Almost.
Was Sheila in the second
It was.
Yeah, that was like
It was like
short
a plaque,
of
right? Like a huge
Oh,
It,
plaque.
like,
no.
it looked like it was airbrushed and stuff. Like, yeah, it looked like something like you get, like a black guy gets at the mall.
Guys, these girls are looking at the 18 packs of eggs. Like, what the fuck is going on in this garbage can?
Hey,
right
those are ours.
Give us back our garbage eggs.
Dude, the other thing that was funny that happened when my grandfather passed is my name's John Henry for people who don't know, and the like local paper did an article on him, and they talked about his brother with Down syndrome, and they got it wrong, and they said John Henry Feitelberg.
They were writing that up like, who's the retarded one? It's John, right? Yeah, we know it's John.
Like just in the paper, like, and he had a brother with Down syndrome, John Henry. His name was John David. God damn it!
They saw one video. It's got to be this guy.
The guy's always puking in the trash, right? Dude, there was a picture of John David at the funeral. I got to find it.
Is it safe to assume he's long gone?
Yeah. He's the guy I've told the story before when I went to visit him when I was like 13, and the doctor just grabbed me and he's like, "Hey, you know, no one with your uncle's conditions ever died of AIDS." And I was like, "What?" Okay, thank you.
I mean, I guess that's trash.
So, I guess that's good.
But what was I just gonna say? Oh, the picture, dude. It's John David, who's just an old man with Down syndrome, in this big long trench coat in a library, and it's an old picture, so it's got like a real Columbo vibe. And he's got a dog next to him, and the picture looked exactly like some sitcom where there's a detective with Down syndrome and he's got a talking dog partner and they solve everything. Like it was, I was like, I kept going because it was on like, you know, like at a wake they have like the carousel of pictures, that like play on the TVs, and I kept being like, someone pause it, someone pause it. It was so funny, dude.
This funeral was awesome.
The other guy's yelling it to pause on pictures of Sheila. Pause that real quick. I gotta save that one.
Glenny, when it's Barstool wedding season, are you gonna? I mean, I feel like we have a few coming up.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll probably be invited to.
If we're talking Barstool weddings, nobody's going to more than me.
You think you got the most? Okay, let's.
He's not going to Hubs.
No, I think I
Yeah,
am
I'm
going
out
to
on
Hubs.
Hubs.
Have you been to Frankie and Marina's?
Well, are you going? I'm going to France.
Hey, that's a touchy subject.
Yeah, you get friends. Did you go to the Milwaukee Bucks game?
I'm going to Greer's.
Because this guy did.
Yeah.
I think I won't be. I think I'll only be Marty and Data, and I'm shocked I was Data's. I thought I wasn't getting invited.
What are you talking about, dude?
Last week we were hanging out Friday night, and
You're my guy.
everyone was
This
like,
is the
"Oh,
good stuff.
everyone
This is
got
why
our
I asked.
address." I didn't get my ask for
I was
address
waiting
yet.
for I was waiting for the cool down period.
I didn't get my asked out address yet.
Wait, what cool down period? What do you mean?
It's
Yeah,
always something
oh,
with
it's
this guy.
something
It's
going
always something.
It's
So
always
you need to
something.
let the dust settle before you could get.
Yeah, he's always been invited to my wedding. no
I
matter
thought I
what.
was out.
No, you're always in.
So you were sitting there being like, he has not asked.
Friday
for my
night,
address.
everyone was saying, "Oh, he asked for address. Asked for address." I was like, "He hasn't asked me. I might be out."
'Cause that's how you know. By the
And
way.
I literally
when
said-
anybody asks you for your address,
Oh
the
yeah,
guy
at my
is,
apartment. At my apartment.
Yeah, Maria was like, "Oh, he definitely has your address." So why the fuck would he have my address?
I was just letting the
But
dust settle.
I hope that I wish he didn't
Bro,
invite me
what?
because it would be so much fun to make fun of him.
Does everybody know this? I don't know.
It's like fake beef, but
With you two or okay?
Sure, what?
I bring balls on a lot of trips, right?
Can I just preface this real quick? Before we started, Danny goes, "Don't say anything about me and Glenny." He brought it up.
Let's stop
And I
it. Let's
said,
stop
"You
it. Let's
don't
stop
say anything," and then he just did it again. It's incredible.
Yeah, let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it.
It's really
it's nothing
It's just
serious.
a couple
serious.
fellas at a
nothing
picnic.
serious
It's
at
nothing
all.
serious.
nothing
Where it's like joke beef.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
Is it though?
If you, now you
kinda
can't do
gotta
it to the
say it.
viewers
Yeah,
now.
at
No,
this
no.
point you have to say it.
I feel where he is right
At
now.
this point,
good.
you have to say it. So
We're good.
well, then make up a story.
You'll both. It's both understandable.
Long story short,
No, we're
I
good. We're
dropped
good.
balls
We're
on a
good.
couple
We're good. We're
trips.
good.
Yeah, whatever.
This is
talking about
crazy.
for 5 minutes now.
I don't even want to know, and now I have to know.
Tell the story.
You want me to give him the extreme
You
spark
can
notes?
give him the-
and we
yeah,
can cut it
Give
if
him
it's
the
not
extreme
bad?
spark note.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad. It's just
Then
I'd rather
say
not
it.
talk
The
about
extreme,
it.
the extreme spark notes is. Can I say the extreme spark notes?
As a couples counselor, when people keep going, it's nothing bad and won't tell a story, it feels like it's a
So
it's
we
a
went to
wedge.
Austin a few weeks ago for his bachelor party series. Coincidentally, there were some OnlyFans queens that lived in Austin. I had them on OnlyFans with Eddie in a hot tub in our Airbnb, and we invited them on the boat.
So
with
you're
us
bringing
next
the
day.
hot bitches along,
and we invited them on the boat with us
doesn't
the
like
next
that.
day.
That's
That's it.
I had a
Nothing
feeling that's
crazy.
where it's going, and
Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah.
You're the Mammoni friend who was living at home with mom and
Yeah.
had a bunch of hot bitches.
No,
But
not
like
that. I wish.
The thing with Glenny is I love hanging out with Glenny, and he also he brought us to Shane Gillis. He brought us to the best barbecue places. He brought us on the boat. So I don't have a problem with Glenny at all.
No.
It's just
I
I'm
love
an engaged
planning.
man.
I love
You know,
planning.
there's
Planning's my
bad,
favorite
bad
thing.
optics sometimes.
Yeah, no,
So-
I get it.
I love planning. We had a great weekend.
So right now, we're doing contract negotiations.
I'm trying
for future videos.
Fears is saying I may be able to come back to Tampa, but now I'm saying to myself, should I just if he's banning me, might ban myself. Why don't
Yeah,
Think
you
I
just
need
go
beers?
to
Do
have
you
your
think I
own
need beers
weekend
to have
in
fun
Tampa.
in a place?
I'm
No.
using you now. I don't know.
How about
Not
I go,
using you.
How about I just go
I
to Tampa
love
and
hanging out
I
with
hang
you.
out with my friends in Tampa? How
I
about
love
that?
hanging out with you balls.
Because I got friends in Tampa. I could go hang out with them in Tampa.
we
I know
live
people
wildly
everywhere. I
different
got guys everywhere.
lifestyles. So sometimes it's bad optics. That's all.
That's
Beers,
fair.
beers,
I think
beers.
that's fair, both
when
sides.
is D-Day for you?
D-Day. Damn. May 30th of next year. So that's coming up.
And what about you?
Mine's April next year.
Oh, so you both have a long time.
Yeah.
Those are long engagements.
I'm
Yeah.
in his.
Yeah.
He's not in yours?
I'm only doing one.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, you either got to do one or like. Becomes a whole
I
fucking
said to
thing.
him, I was in 15.
What is that?
His will be my 15th wedding.
Oh my god, I'm at 14 weddings right
No,
now.
I'm in.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's like you got too many friends. Bro.
So stupid.
When you
Wait,
count
stop being
that,
such a good guy.
Are you counting like childhood, or are you counting like 14, like when you're doing childhood?
No, he's saying he's been a bachelor.
That's what I mean. I mean,
Oh yeah,
With you,
I've
so you-
been to 14 weddings.
but you're
so-
counting like when you were like 5, like
Well,
a family
yeah,
wedding.
I've been there. It was the fucking ring bearer, bro.
Yeah, it was the coolest of those.
So here's one thing I want to soft launch considering we're talking about weddings.
Let's go.
Considering we're discussing weddings, they both told me no, but maybe if we get the people to agree, I think I should be able to officiate him and Maria's wedding.
I think that would be amazing.
You brought
Yeah.
them together.
But I also.
I already said, the card. You don't want writing on the card, just you're welcome. That's it.
So you're well because you got her hired.
I got her hired, and I also became friends with you, and I was the link between you guys, and you just started hanging out. So I'm your Joey, and you're Monica and Chandler.
I would say that is very cute, and you
And
do
Joey
have a
married
good,
Monica
and you
and
do have a
Chandler.
good story. But they also have every right to just get
That's
like
true.
a regular person.
That's
I
true.
also do.
Because I
have
could also
a-
understand, you don't want to make it a big funny thing or a
Yeah.
barstool spectacle, but you
Maybe
do
we
have a
could-
would
very
you
cute
say
story.
some? Would you
Would
say
you
some
be
nice
nice-
things
would you-
up there?
I actually
I would
think
say some
Glenny
nice
would do
things.
something nice.
Yeah, no,
don't
I think you would be very.
No,
I think
I'm
you'd be
all
very
class.
heartfelt.
I'd be very
Yeah.
nice at it.
Yeah.
But we're also getting like I have my cousin's a priest.
We're also getting the Pope.
Well, my cousin's a priest, so he's doing this.
But either
Yeah,
way,
he kind of gets.
He
I'm-
does every one of my families. I can't be the only one.
You're doing church and everything,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm the
I,
Joey with you, Monica and Chandler, and I want to be treated as such.
that's fair.
Maybe you would give a speech at the.
No, I already did one. I did my first speech in November, and I wasn't good. I'm no more
Really?
speeches.
Really?
People said
Why
I
do you
did
think
good.
you'd be good at this
People
thing?
said I did good,
Yeah, I
but
don't know
I don't
that.
think I'd be good.
I didn't know you didn't do well.
Well, my mom said I did good.
Well,
Everyone said I did
but
good.
wait, why
I
would
mean,
you be so excited to be the officiant if you didn't think you did well with the speech? Because I feel like there's more pressure with the officiant.
officiant's kind of cool. I don't know. It's a cool.
I think
That's
there's
a lot
less
of
pressure
pressure.
with the officiant.
Oh, I think it's way more.
No, you just kind of like
the best
read
man's
the
so
shit.
easy. You
No,
just
but you
say,
still
like,
have to.
we come here to
say-
share the special day of Matt and Maria.
There you go.
There you go. What else could
Today
you
we formed their holy matrimony in loving presence with God.
I can't have that on my
Yeah, he probably-
biggest day of my life. I can't have that.
Yeah,
got two OnlyFans
I was
girls.
kind of imitating like one of the big brothers at Kellenberg right there.
You're such a character that like even if you were just being like just regular and heartfelt, people would be laughing and
Still
getting
Glenny.
It's like it's Glenny and Marty. It's Marty and Glenny.
Yeah. If
I got
Maria
asked to be
to
an
her senses,
officiant
she
at a
would.
wedding this summer.
Uh-huh.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm very
You
nervous.
can't say no.
No, I said yes, but I'm just
Yeah.
very nervous about it.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
officiating? You said?
Yeah.
Is that the first one?
First one. I gotta be-
First one, like most people get the bunch.
Yeah.
Of these.
Well, it's just like if you're being asked to get officiated, I feel like you must have a track record.
No.
Like you're ordained and shit.
No, I
You have to go do all
that stuff.
Oh, that's a real.
That's
pain in the ass.
crazy to just ask someone who's not ordained. Like, can you officiate?
Yeah, that's
my
a
wedding?
real hassle.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't
I
that
don't think
people
that's
do
that
that a
crazy.
lot, right? Like have your friend
Just like like my best friend's doing it. He's not ordained.
Yeah, it's like they're not doing wedding parties either. So
Gotcha.
they
Well,
want me to say something at it.
I did
Yeah.
a drunk one.
I don't think
night
it's
at
like a
wedding.
big-
Yeah. No,
Big
I'm not
thing.
too nervous about it. I'm nervous about the speech. I'm not too nervous about like getting my whatever the fuck I have to get.
And so you got to do the whole like, vows and like
The-
that, all that shit. Right, talking through that.
Yeah.
Are Dana and Marty, are either of you guys doing vows at the altar?
No.
I love when they do vows
Like-
at the altar.
Like written vows?
Yeah,
Oh,
like I love
no.
you. Oh, that's great. that
God,
gets me
no.
going.
I will be doing that.
Not sexually,
separately.
like emotionally. It's like nice.
What's the deal with vows now?
I mean, if you do it right, you can do it right. But just there's a
Big
huge
risk. Big
huge
risk.
risk.
Because
Yeah.
the ones I've been to, I haven't even seen them do vows at weddings recently. Because
No
a few
one
of my
really
friends have
does
gotten
it.
married.
You know
so
what I
do you still
fucking
write them
hate?
anymore now? Like, do
Yeah,
Well,
you
oh,
can
do you know
write
what
them-
I
you just give them in private?
What's that?
Yeah.
They don't. The eulogies are not part of a funeral anymore. You got to
I was
get.
gonna say. I thought you were about to talk
Yes, they
about
are.
weddings. I was
No,
like, you're way
you got
off.
to get special permission.
In the church?
Yeah.
Wait,
I
the,
guess my
the,
cousin is
to
the
give
priest.
one?
He does.
Yeah.
you have to ask the church to do a eulogy.
Like someone else go up there, like you saying,
Or the
your
priest
your
will.
grandpa maybe.
It's because I guess in our age of we don't take things seriously anymore, people have just been saying
Yucking it
crazy
up.
stuff from the altar. And so what they have done
Stu
with,
Feiner.
with some churches, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And so what churches have been doing is they officially end the mass, and then someone can give a eulogy,
Oh, okay.
or you have to like
But
obviously
that's
there was
okay.
just one.
But they will let you go up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like a lot of eulogies happen at the wake now too.
Really?
really.
That's what
I
happened.
haven't been to.
I had one
funerals
like a year
recently,
ago
so-
that I had that.
Does
Let me tell
grandpa
you
just die?
one thing.
Well, that's the one. That's where I learned
Oh.
it. But aside from that,
When I die, if we could film this video up whenever it happens, I do not want the priest to give a eulogy.
How would you die?
We're not getting into this.
Oh, I'm getting ricochet shot.
Why?
like with
No,
a
I'm
bullet.
saying like an actual one. That's how I'm
like a straight bullet.
Yeah, something
I've always
on
thought I'm
accident.
going down in a house of mirrors.
I also think I'm gonna live.
Something crazy.
I'm gonna live till like I'm 110.
I could see that.
I know
That's
I
just
am.
like you being weird, like
Yeah.
weirdly good at sports and shit.
Probably
What is this
tapping out,
house
like-
of mirrors?
I just got a feeling.
How are you going to die in a house
I
of
don't know,
mirrors? Like, it's gonna burn?
murderer,
Oh,
or bang
oh.
into a wall, get a
That
head
would
thing.
stink.
like skyscraper at the end of that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we went in.
Everyone gets that
I know.
reference.
I can't. And I kind of want to go again this.
That was
summer.
really fun too. Yeah.
Did you guys do bachelor parties?
Not yet.
Where you go? What are you doing?
Are you looking at me?
No,
I think you're looking at me. I can't tell.
I
with
have no
sunglasses.
idea what I'm doing.
I don't know yet. I want to play golf and I want
He's
to
starting
have a big ass
he's-
Airbnb.
You're finding it at where you're going.
Yeah, that's the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually been
where
fucking
we
a lot of
going?
fun so
Who's-
far.
who's-
No,
so
the
far.
series of going to different bachelor
It's
parties.
fun.
has
People
been
give me shit.
fun.
It's sponsored. Like,
Yeah, but
get
it's
the
no
fuck
shit,
out of my
it's
face.
fun.
Yeah,
Who's leading so far in the clubhouse?
Charleston.
I wish I could have been there.
Where else?
How
you
about
going?
you? What was what about you? What's leading in your clubhouse?
So let me just get this straight though. There was a little bit of trouble in paradise when you went out and partied, and now you're going to do a bachelor party series.
Oh, he's
No,
been.
no,
No, it was on the
That's
Bachelor
where
Party
the
series.
Paradise started. On the series.
Glenny went with him to Austin for the
Right.
bachelor
He's
party
on like.
I mean, the series is not. It's
but I'm
it's
saying
literally
you're
like
gonna
me
go
and Eddie
party.
went to a minor league game and played golf the other day. Like that's what the
Okay.
series.
We're
is.
going to the Ozarks next week. Strip clubs, hookers, every fucking night.
Heroin, poppy
Fucking Glenny's
seeds.
coming instead of you.
What? I'm not coming. I'll maybe come to Tampa. I'll maybe give you Tampa.
You like Tampa, that's why.
I love Tampa.
Yeah.
You love Tampa. No, I literally said like I truly do want to stay banned, but I love Tampa so much I may just go to
You
Tampa.
love Tampa.
Tampa, St. Pete. Woo! I recently went there. Let me tell you, my top two places I want to live. I always say Nashville, Delray Beach. St. Pete's on that list. St. Pete.
Delray's great.
Tampa is Bert Kreischer
Congrats
hometown,
to
and
the
he
city of
always
St.
says
Pete.
it lives
St.
up to the
Pete's
hype.
Awesome.
Kaylee, if you're watching, Glenny Balls is sorry. loves you.
Kaylee, if you're watching this, I'm really, really sorry. It was poor judgment by me.
Just rolled the fuck out of his eye.
It was poor judgment. I'll never do it again. Tampa, maybe we'll only get a boat on Sunday. We'll go to Beer Can Island.
Tampa, they don't like have any
A
strip
boat with the
clubs.
boys.
Yeah, no, there's no
Boat with
strip
the
clubs.
boys.
Boat
With the boys.
They got
They have really strict rules
They
in
got
strip
Beer
clubs,
Can
right?
Island in Tampa too. It's an awesome.
What's
island.
that?
It's an island that's actually on sale right now, $15 million. It's you take it out in the middle of it. It's amazing. They got a good night John Boy down there. They got a Welcome to the Farm. That's in St. Pete. They
This is
got a
why he's
511
great at it.
Franklin.
See?
They got everything. Tampa's a wonderful city. Tampa, St. Pete.
I heard a little story that you left Travis Kelce on red.
I didn't leave him on red.
Well, did you reply to his text?
It was like 3 years ago. we
Right,
texted. It
but
was like
he
2-3 years
texted
ago.
you and you just didn't reply.
We were together in Lake Tahoe. We were partying a little bit in Lake Tahoe at that celebrity golf tournament.
Right.
We exchanged numbers. Then I was like, "Oh, can I send you some Balls Beachwear?"
Sure.
I'll read the text right now. It's not like a crazy text. But
It's a fucking shower. Oh, gross.
Yeah. Did you get egg on you?
I got so much egg on me.
Yeah.
I
I was
said
wondering what that smell was.
I just texted him the next. I texted him the next day. Glenn, great time last night. Be sure to be arriving in the coming weeks because he sent me the address to send it to, like the Chiefs address. Sent me 2 prayer emojis. Glad what an evening, brother. Appreciate it. Keep killing it, man. I'll be rocking the duck out of those shirts. And then I sent him the designs. I said you're gonna look like a goddamn stud. He said got some flavors, LFG, and I didn't respond.
Oh, all right. So you had enough
Yes.
of a back and forth.
So I responded to
I
LFG.
thought there was come out to the club or let's do something.
I would say no to going out to the club with Travis
well,
Kelce.
that's how it was posed to me. So I was like, oh, you're
No,
you're a
because I'm
fucking
like, 'cause
idiot.
obviously Travis Kelce is in a different. Even 2 years ago was the man, and I'm just
Yeah.
some dorky man in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
So we just feel weird texting him like that. I don't want to annoy him,
Yeah, I get that.
I hear
100%.
that. But he was
but I can now say I left Taylor's boyfriend on red.
So when I heard the story, people were like, "Oh, fucking, you got to be kidding me!" I was like, "No, it's better to be able to say,
it's
I big timed him."
I'm definitely not big time him. It was,
No,
which one?
of
Like, what's the ideal response to that?
Yeah. You had that was
He was
a
like,
good
you got some flavors,
end to the
LFG.
exchange. You did boom,
or am I
boom,
gonna
boom.
be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, they're awesome. I
Yeah.
think we just leave it there.
It's got to be funny though when you do make the jump where it's like, all right, I'll never talk to anybody like that again.
Kelce?
Yeah, just like once you start dating Taylor, it's like, okay, well,
Yeah, like if I texted him right now, he obviously
Text
he'd
him
respond.
right now.
I'm not
Throw him
texting
a
Travis-
text.
I'm not texting Travis Kelce.
say want to go to Tampa?
You should. A picture of the boy.
We'll send a picnic picture.
T-Dog, congrats.
Wish you were here.
Congrats on all your success.
I am not texting Travis Kelce.
Ask him
right
to do my series.
now. No, not texting Travis
Come
Kelce.
on, do Multiverse. It's huge.
John, I know that you are the HelloFresh guy.
Yes, sir.
I don't know about that anymore, though. I might be snatching the crown because they are offering free dessert for life. And that's where you know your
You
boy.
want to go toe to toe with me with the dessert too?
Oh, I do. I think I cannot go toe to toe with you with eating food. I could go toe to toe with you eating dessert.
You do have. You'll have a fair shake. I think I come out the victor, but
Yeah, I mean, it would be silly for me to really challenge the crown, but I would. It would be a far better performance than it would eating real meal food.
yeah.
But what the deal is right now is if you go to HelloFresh.com/KFC Suite, you will get 1 free dessert per box for the rest of your life as long as you're signed up. And so we already know we're getting the high quality meals with HelloFresh. You're going to get your pork tacos,
Pork tacos, just pork fillet, pork cutlet,
John loves his
chicken
pork.
cutlets, the
All sorts of steaks.
steak, barramundi. That's a fish, salmon. They got everything. It's
All of
all
it-
delicious.
All of it comes in a box with the dry ice, so everything stays fresh. And it comes with all the ingredients pre-portioned, pre-packaged with the recipe cards, so you don't have to know how to cook. You don't have to know what the spices are, what to do where. It's a little bingo, bango, bongo. Cook it in 20 minutes. Maybe you pick up some skills along the way about how to rattle those pots and pans in the kitchen. Earn yourself a little skill, and you can have home-cooked meals every day, all week long, courtesy of HelloFresh. And you get that free dessert for life. So it's HelloFresh.com/KFC Suite and get 1 dessert in your box for free for the rest of your life as long as you're signed up. That's HelloFresh.com/KFC Suite.
I'm too scared to
You
do
got
that.
anything lined up for that?
I have Pat Frymuth next week.
I do think you officially ended Trevor Bauer's career.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Because there was kind of some rumblings of I think a team's going to take a chance on him. And then
Yeah, I
you
think
smoked him. And
that was a wild time.
Now
That
he's
was
he's
that went very
pitching in the
viral
Mexican League.
without Barstool.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, the
Barstool
baseball
didn't
world.
tweet it. They were just like,
Fucking no surprise there.
it was like, yeah, that was
Drives
wild.
me nuts. That shit drives me nuts.
I just let it. At this point,
Yeah, no, it's like, hey, I know what you're doing. It's fine, but don't think you're pulling the wool over my eyes.
right. I just want people to know that I know.
I know what's going on.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
I don't want people to walk away. Marty doesn't even realize we didn't tweet it. Fucking no. But I mean, if you told me that there was a Barstool series where one of the guys faces Major League pitching and gets hits, and it was not supported,
We'll see. You know, I'm
Crazy.
I'm facing NFL guys next.
with
And
what? Like what?
1-on-1v1 routes.
Okay.
Like,
So you're gonna guard Pat Frymuth?
yeah, Frymuth. And then I think I'm supposed to have Tua and do accuracy against him, but we'll see if that actually happens.
I might.
Great.
I've said to you many times now. I will not bet against you ever again. I might bet against you on that. But I might learn my lesson again.
Yeah.
You never know with Marty.
That's what
Marty's
Dana
one of those
was doing.
guys.
Dana was like, I don't know what's going on with you right now.
I don't really see blocking one pass from Frymuth though.
Me getting a. You don't
No,
think
no
so?
shot.
No chance.
No.
Like 0 chance.
We'll see.
Like you played baseball, you didn't play cornerback.
Bro, I mean,
Yeah.
we literally
Fair.
did. Yeah, okay, that's true.
fair.
That is true.
They're just
But we
different-
did
different
say this about no shot you're going to even make contact, and he did it.
Yeah, I know. That's what people keep
But
saying.
that's such a
but
different
NFL
skill
tight
set.
end is just.
He's bigger, stronger,
I
faster.
think there's more though. Like, what if I just like guess right and undercut him?
Yeah, just jump the route. And
That's like there is luck involved.
I don't know.
So
Are you considering it a win
This
if
is
you
why
deflect
the video's good.
one
It's-
pass?
And then I'm
I would
also
say yeah.
supposedly I'm facing this one guy too in tennis who 140 mile serve.
Yo, that is
that I actually don't know if I'll be able to.
that's that kind of luck too, though. If he hits it relatively near you,
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
fucking
Who's your
close
dream
eyes.
get?
Travis Kelce.
Throw him a
Only
pass.
we had
Not
some-
texting Travis Kelce.
only
Can
we
you
had
get
some
me a football player?
contact.
Can you text one guy for me right now?
Be like, yo, Travis, you go against me and my boy
Killer
Marty,
T.
and then he sings with Taylor. We'll have a sing off.
Kittle would probably do it.
Who?
Kittle?
Kittle.
Kittle.
He said he wasn't in Nashville when I was there. He definitely would do it.
It's wild how far we've come. Where it's just like, yeah, this all pro will do it. This all pro will
It's
do
stupid.
it. It's
We all
crazy.
look
Take it
very
for
much like
granted.
assholes talking
Yeah,
about it too.
very much for granted.
What celebrity can you text?
I feel like everybody is struggling to sit like this, so let's wrap it up.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah, of course.
You guys know this better than me. Why don't we just do it on a table? Because this hurts so much.
Way more funny than doing this.
It's gonna look way
This
funnier.
hurts so
it
much.
sucks for us, but it's gonna look funnier this way.
Yeah.
So did you guys all at the space shop, Aaron? Yeah.
Listen, you don't challenge Pavs.
No,
in his
I
vision.
know. I was just wondering.
There's one thing we know about
John,
Pavs.
who's,
He can do that.
What
Who
about
would
if we should have
be-
done it around the Rock? And you all switched in the Rock every
The
second.
Rock could have been funny too.
Everybody got to sit
Who
down.
would be your
Glenny's literally
dream guest
massaging
out
his
of
quads right now. Like I'm dying.
Dream guest on Out of
order?
Order.
to do like an out of order with?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Or like you know how like Larry last season did the Full House girl who like who's a Full House like Aunt Becky who did
Oh
the-
yes,
Lori
yes,
Loughlin.
yes.
like
yeah,
how they
yeah.
kind of did like a sketch about her being like cheating her way through things or like bribing people. Who
That's-
would be like yours? You think?
It's a very good question.
so you're not
It's
only
tough on
picking
the
the person,
spot
you're
also.
almost
Picking
picking
a
the
story.
story
Yeah.
too.
Or
yeah.
if it's just a person, you don't have to do the story too.
Remember when they did the story with Michael Richards? That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
The fact that they did an episode about that is
Insane.
fucking crazy. Sounds like Michael Richards.
That's the best way though. That's the best way to like when you're in the shit. That's the best way to do
yeah,
it.
but like that would just
That was bad.
one. There's no redemption.
No,
you
there's
know?
no redemption.
That
but-
one. Have you seen the clip? It kind of went viral like semi recently, where they had him on the Tonight Show. They had him on Letterman,
No.
and Jerry's the guest, and they like zoomed him in. They did like one of those,
Wait, how recently are we talking?
like right after it. It was like 10
Oh.
days after, and Michael Richards was like the audience started to laugh, and Jerry's like, "Stop it! Like stop! This is serious." And Michael's like, "Yeah, this is really, really serious." And it was like super awkward. It's like I think Jerry probably like wanted it, you know, like
Right.
they should not have done it.
Really?
They should not have done it. Or maybe they should have because it didn't, you know, whatever. Who fucking knows? But yeah, that's a good question. What would it be?
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely. So my honest answer would probably be like a comedian. Like I
like
think
Shane Gillis or something.
I think we've
That's too
seen.
gettable.
Yeah,
Like Louis C.K.
but still, that's
I
still
agree.
insane. Like,
If you had
but
Louis
the-
do an episode about his stuff, that would be pretty much as good
Yeah.
as it gets.
But I think we've seen with like SNL, like it's so much better this year when they have comedians on. Like, it's always been.
I
like,
watched the one with
A-listers.
Gyllenhaal.
Oh,
I
so you
think.
don't want like an actor? You mean?
Like the
Yeah.
two best episodes of SNL this year were Bargatze and Shane.
Right.
Like
Right.
rather than like Dua
I bet
Lipa.
Robert Downey Jr. would be good in one.
Yeah.
Did you watch the last
Throw that
one?
out there.
It was last Saturday. I think Gyllenhaal. I think it was.
No.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Really?
Really?
I think you're right. I think a comedian.
Because these guys, they will not make themselves look goofy or
no,
anything.
they
It's
have to
so
look cool.
ridiculous.
It's a little funny. That's
Yeah.
But we had
You know
the,
what would be good? A Ben Affleck skit making fun of how like hard J-Lo is. That would be great. Him just being like, "Fuck."
We had an idea for a sketch that we didn't end up doing because I was away this weekend. But
that one.
it was a Scotty Scheffler.
That would
But
be
the cop, it's like kind of a redemption story, and then the cop catches someone parallel parking, thinks he has a weapon, shoots and kills him, and the camera pans, and it's a black man in a red shirt and black pants on the ground, and it was Tiger. And he's just like, I just don't know golfers. But
He
so
ruined my
getting
80
Tiger
pants.
for that would be pretty sick.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Tiger might be the one.
But that's also obviously very recency bias. Paz, what do you think? Huh? Who's like
No,
your,
who would be
who's
your dream
guest?
guy? Yeah. All right, boys. Great little picnic. Appreciate
That
it.
was awesome.
Appreciate it. I know your back's hurting, Glenny. Mine is too.
Nah, it's all right.
All right.
I'm oddly. It took me a while to find the spot, but I'm
I've
pretty
had
good
to
now.
pee for 45 minutes.
You guys are gonna leave. I'm staying.
All right, Field Day, KFC Radio. Wrap it up. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Click that button.
Or I'll cut off my finger.